let's get into this blueprint. Man, this individual is America's like favorite mom in this, I would say in this decade right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Tabitha Brown. I mean, two-time Emmy nominated, two-time New York Times bestseller, uh, having everybody excited or at least curious about the vegan lifestyle, right?
Hmm.
Um, Social media phenom, like Tabitha. If you don't know who Tabitha Brown is, you've been truly living under a rock. Uh, well, except for one person, my mom. My mom's like, I don't know her. I know, but um, she has been doing some amazing things, and it has truly shown one how it is to just be yourself, but two, like leveraging the social media platforms to be creating a huge empire. But we're actually going to go about this in a little bit different way to where normally we talk about the blueprint in very tangible things. Like this is exactly what they did. They hired this person, they used these platforms, they used this business model. But sometimes it's about being obedient. Sometimes it's about listening to something that's just a little bit higher than us that can truly take us to new levels. Now, she was on the Know For Sure podcast with b.simone and Megan a little bit back, talking about what happened to her when she was ill. And it's very interesting, and I kind of want to break that down.
And so I had what I call my last call out, my final call out to him. And I said, you know, God, if you heal me, you can have me. When I had this dream, I saw myself on a show, but the screen was small. And I just remember waking up thinking, how was I on the show and I'm not auditioning and I'm not doing stand-up anymore? But I know what I saw, right?
It was the phone.
And so I prayed and I asked God to reveal that to me because I know my dreams. They come true. They tell me things, you know. And so in prayer, I heard him say, start doing videos. And I was like, nah, I ain't doing that.
And those videos, when you heard the small screen, was what we see on the phone. And her first viral video was 2017 while she was a Uber driver. Crazy. Right? And I think I wanted to bring it up today because I don't think we really cover people's success in this way, because I think we mentioned it maybe in the live once in a while, but I truly believe, and I would love what Moose would have to say, that any idea, anything that we get in our mind to build, I don't think that's a coincidence. But I think it's our decision if we are going to be obedient to that or not, right? To whatever you guys believe. We're, both of us are spiritual. So, but I truly believe that we are here for a reason. The things that we create is for a reason and for specific people. And the fact that she said, yo, if you heal me, I am yours. All right. Like, do as you must. And then he said, yo, create videos. What? Why am I going to create videos? What are you talking about? Like, don't I got to audition? No, create videos. But because she was obedient, she created videos every single day, no matter where she was, to now she has an influence to over millions of people. Like her Instagram is about 4.2 million. Her TikTok is 5 million as we're speaking right now. Her YouTube is 925K with millions and millions of views, all because she was obedient.
It's powerful. That's powerful.
Let's go back and forth with this, because once you start, I go.
Yeah, no, that's powerful, man. I mean, I just think about, and of course, everyone is entitled to their own religious faith or beliefs. But I know as for me and mine, man, I'm so grateful God is not a deal maker, because immediately as I heard her say that, my mind went back to the times I would get in trouble at school, and I would make these pleads with God, like, God, if you just get me out of this one. It's like over the dumbest
just
things
this
too.
one.
Yeah, like, God, I swear I'm not gonna do no wrong. And it's like, man, I'm grateful though, and I think moments like this and listening to someone's story and really share it through that perspective, it just shows you that, it's gonna come from you, but it's not just going to be you. Like, it's not gonna be only you. There's another power, there's another layer that you unlock the minute you start looking. That's the beautiful thing. You'll be surprised what you find. You might be someone who's like, man, I've never had a relationship with the Creator. I've never had a relationship with God. But have you looked? Have you taken a moment? Have you taken a moment to just search?
Have you listened? Not even that. Have you listened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because sometimes it's not even when you're seeking for it. It's like you're hearing and it's like, nah. That's what I say. Like, are you obedient to it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Yeah, because I mean, and again, not to just make it about me, but I'm gonna make it about me.
But make it about you.
But I'm gonna make it about me. I still just remember, like, man, it was so difficult growing up in America trying to maintain my faith as a Muslim, because I spoke Arabic at home, but the Arabic that the Quran was spoken in or read in, it wasn't the Arabic that I understood. It's like, think of it as street talk or street lingo versus formal language. And they were so different to me that I just couldn't understand it. And so I knew that that's what I had to do, was the right thing to do, but I didn't understand it. And then, man, suddenly out of nowhere, like you said, seek, listen. I started to come across people who were speaking in English and teaching in English. The rest was history, bro. That's actually, in a lot of ways, how I came in contact with E. Like, before everything, it was my biggest and earliest interaction with E was faith related. It wasn't, anything else that really drew it together. And so, like, bringing those two pieces together and looking for those examples, it's just unlocked a whole lot. So that's powerful, man, to see like her journey started at that too. It's like, man, I'm in a bad situation, but I'll surrender and make way for me. So powerful.
Yeah. And my whole thing, especially as of lately, when I go live, is just telling people like, yo, the ideas aren't in our heads for no reason. Like, and I go from the avenue and the angle of when we talk about producing content when it comes to my end, like, there's some things that we're told to create and we allow doubt and insecurities to kind of like, nah, that's not going to be good. I'm not going to put that out. When we talk about businesses, right? The simplest things, and I'll be transparent about this. When and this is more of an after show convo, but we could talk about it here. When we were talking about merch for Deeper Than the Brand and coming up with a separate name, I was looking up, like, of course, Nipsey quotes. Hello. I was looking up Nipsey quotes, and the word pressure came, and I put create pressure, and I was like, that can't be it. Like, it can't be that simple, right? And it was so available. And I was like, yo, what if I would have passed that? Like, oh, it's simple. Somebody's already done it. Like, the doubt that I had overpowered the idea and the thought that was just snapped into me. You feel me? Like, so I'm big on the whole, like, these ideas, no matter how big or small they are, from a business side, from a branding side, content side, like we just have to be obedient because it's told to us for a reason. It's not told for no other reason than for us to execute on it. And we may not see the results right away. And I think that's where in this kind of decade, we have that instant gratification scenarios that happen all the time. And when I talk about it from a content standpoint, I'm like, you don't know who that's supposed to affect that day when we're supposed to put it out, when we're told to create it and put it out. And because we're not seeing the results right away with quote unquote what society says is working, from a like to a view to a comment or whatever, we don't know what's happening behind the scenes. And so when we're looking at Tab, and God told her, yo, create videos, and she was making it, and we're actually going to go over a clip of this in the after show where talking about her first viral video done in an Uber as an Uber driver. She had already created like 2 years worth of content that no one was watching.
Wow.
But because God told her, yo, make videos, and she did that. When the video finally did go viral, then people went back to it and she blew up. But if she would have waited, like, okay, I'm going to make this video, or it didn't hit, I'm not going to do it no more. I don't know what we talking about. And let's say maybe she did do one that worked. She wouldn't have had that body of work that would have allowed followers to stay. So it's so important to just stay like true to what you hear and obedient and execute on it rather than allowing the doubt, because that's a whole other side that isn't the higher power talking to us like, nah, you can't do it. Nah, it's too simple. Somebody's already done it. No one's going to care. Yo, you've already had so many videos, businesses fail, so many other things fail. It's not going to work this time. Like, we got to stop and kind of drown that out because everything's done for a reason. So I wanted to state that, but if you wanted, you normally go.
That's so well said, man. So well said. I like that. Obedience.
It is what it is.